Welcome back to Jessica's Craft Time. My name's Jessica, and today we're working on our Wip and Chat. Wip standing for work in progress, and chat. So we'll just do something and have a chat about what's been going on this week. First off, I apologise. I've been sick. Children are gross. They pass germs. Mark was sick the other week. And now I'm sick, and I don't like being sick. I don't cope with being sick, and I'm overblowing my nose. So I apologize, might have to pause and come back. We'll see how we go. My voice may not hold up at all. But in saying that, I spent yesterday on the couch and I caught up with my peppermint purple sal, and I'm wrapped. I'm up to date. I've done week 24. We're almost halfway there. And it's coming along really nicely. So I've done, which ones did I do? This one here, these ones, and the outside one, I think. So this was the last one I just finished, and I'm loving how it's coming along. So that's, sitting on the couch, doing some of that. I did finish my big, hang on, I'll go and get it. So this was my Diamond Dots pre-framed diamond painting that I finished, and I absolutely love it. The ABs in the hair just make it sparkle. It's pre-framed. You can either just hang it on the frame, or I've screwed the rope in. And if you want to see it in full, if you head over to my Facebook page, answer a couple of questions. I've popped a photo up there with Mark's little eyes popping over the side. He was holding it for me. So I really love, I didn't think you get as much definition in the horse's face. Absolutely love the nose. It's come out, nose and mouth, it's come out perfect. And being pre-framed straight up on the wall. So that was my completion this week. Then I kitted up Universe in a Jar, which I do have it here. This one here from Diamond Art Club. So I kitted that up to get going with it, but then jumping over onto YouTube, I found Miss Coffee and Rachel Ray are doing a DP-a-thon starting next week, and it's a rainbow themed diamond painting. So I thought that'll be perfect for that. So today I thought while we chatted along, I'd keep going on my paint with numbers, which I haven't done for a while. So I thought I'd do a little bit of painting today. Let's get my water out and let's see what colours we need. I hope you're all well. Unfortunately, a lot of people we know at the moment are sick. No, I don't have COVID. I've been tested, which was not pleasant, but I got myself tested just in case, because I woke up yesterday morning, I think it was. Let's start over here. What have we got? Number 5. Yesterday morning, yeah, it was yesterday morning, I woke up and my throat was absolutely killing me. And sorry, I'm going to just turn it a little bit there. My throat was absolutely killing me, and it felt like when I get tonsillitis. And when I get tonsillitis, it completely knocks me for a 6. That's it. I'm literally bedridden for a couple of days. So the way things are at the moment, if you have any COVID such symptoms, the doctors will not see you until you have got a negative test result. So I thought I'm best to head straight up to the clinic yesterday morning and get a test. As it was, my throat settled down in the afternoon a little bit. It must have just been that because my nose was so blocked, I was breathing through my mouth overnight and dried my throat out. It's not better, but it's not tonsillitis sore. It's not the crazy, like, I can't swallow sore. It's mainly just my nose and a cough. My nose has just been dripping non-stop, and it's doing my head in. So we're just dealing with that. I was meant to work and do uniform shop yesterday, but I ended up messaging the guy that I'm working for and just said, look, I'm held up on the couch. I'm not going to get on the computer because my nose is so blocked. It's giving me a bit of a headache, and even watching TV was not really helping yesterday, anything screen-like, and that's why I ended up doing the stitching. I ended up just sitting on the couch with YouTube Whip and Chats and stuff going, and just listening to them while I did some stitching. Because the screens were sort of messing with my head. So I'm feeling about the same today. Mark's meant to have a play date with one of his friends after school, but I really, really don't think we should hang around. And I feel really bad that he's missing out because I'm sick, but I don't want to pass this on to other people. That's just not fair. It's not fair. So I'm hoping I will be over it next week. We're meant to be going to camp, and I definitely can't go up like this if I'm sick, but we should be fine. We should be over it by then. So just lots of rest. And I just feel for Mark because I'm not as fun. He wants to play, and I'm not in the mood for playing, and yeah, I feel bad for him. He's not getting as much playtime. It's more just let's sit on the couch and watch TV, but there's not much more I can do. We had a nice weekend though. We headed down. It was a long weekend, so we headed down to my in-laws on Saturday afternoon. It was my mother-in-law's birthday, and had dinner down there. And normally I stay sober and drive home, but we'd said, look, let's stay the night. We can both have a couple of drinks, and then we'll just drive home, because we didn't get down there until it was after 3. No, nearly 3 o'clock, 2:30 or something by the time we got down there in the afternoon. By the time Mark had his Russian school, and then hubby had gone to pick up the cake for his mum and got stuck in traffic, so he wasn't dressed and ready to go, so we had to come home first, and by the time he did that, we didn't get down there till late. So, but then hubby decided he didn't feel like drinking. And then, of course, Mark was upset because he wanted to stay at Bubba's, because we'd said he was going to stay down with his grandparents. And then my mother-in-law's like, well, why don't we just have him the night? It's, late. He'll be going to bed anyway. I'm like, but it's your party. And she's like, that's fine. He'll be going to bed soon anyway, and we'll do something in the morning. I'm like, okay. So we decided on that, and then Mark wasn't happy with that. And it was just because he was so exhausted. He then decided he wanted to come home. I'm like, dude, you've already decided that you don't want to come home, and you'll be fine in the morning. And he had a full meltdown, and it was just because he was tired. But it took ages to calm him down, and we finally calmed him down, and he decided that he would stay. So he ended up staying and having heaps of fun the next morning. They went out, and hubby and I did nothing. We did nothing. We chilled. I did some diamond painting. We did some washing, real adulty stuff. And apart from that, we didn't do anything. We just had a really chill, relaxed day. And nothing, just watching TV, just something that we kind of both really just needed. And by Monday, I was already starting to feel a bit crappy. So Um, then Mark got home and I'm like, well, mate, now I feel sick because you've got me sick. And then he was all upset again. But I thought, look, Monday afternoon we decided to go for up to the park, the local park. I'm like, there's a track behind the park that we attempted to walk a little bit down when Mark was really little. And we're like, nah, this is too hard for Mark because he was too little. I'm like, we've never walked it again. Let's go and walk it. And I thought, look, even if I'm feeling a bit crummy, I'm outside, we're not around other people, we'll go for a walk. It gives Mark something to do. So we went for a walk along this track and we headed, there was sort of two ways to go. We headed off to the right. And this paint just, I think the paint's too thick. I'm going to try and put a bit of water in it. It's not. So yeah, we went for a bit of a walk and we're walking along. It was really nice. It was down along a creek. And it was a really nice walk. And then we got to this section and we realized that we actually knew where we were. We hadn't walked it before, but we had walked the other way along it. And that was a good, 18 months ago or more. And it was from the baths. They have an area of the river that they have fenced off in the water so that you can swim there without the risk of any sharks. And we'd walked along the track, not as far as where we started, but we'd been for a little walk along that track. And we're like, oh, that's kind of cool. That's where this track goes. So that was really nice. It was nice for Mark to get out of the house. And then by the time we got back to the park, it was quite late and there wasn't really any kids around. He played for a little bit and we just headed home. So it was kind of just a nice weekend not to do too much. But yeah, by Monday afternoon I was feeling really crummy. And then by Tuesday, what did I do Tuesday? Oh yeah, Tuesday I was feeling not too bad. Starting to feel a bit but by Wednesday I was like, yeah, no, I'm real sick now. So now we're Thursday and I'm feeling a bit better. The head's not thumping as much. Might get a little bit of work done this afternoon. But it just sucks. And then everyone that hubby seemed to speak to for work, because he hasn't been as bad as me, but he has been feeling a little bit and everyone he seemed to speak to is like, oh yeah, my wife's sick or I'm sick or so there's obviously something going around. And then I'm like, do you know why we're all probably so sick? Because normally, I might get a bit of a sniffle, but not feeling the way that I do. And I said, I reckon it's because last year we all locked ourselves away because of COVID. Our body's forgotten what a little cold is, and it's making it a lot worse than what like a little cold should be. That's my excuse anyway, because we locked ourselves away last year. So hopefully that's it. I'll get this cold and then that's it. I've got my coldish for the year because I don't want it again at all. And it's all because kids are gross. They share too much. But what was exciting last week, Mark went up a level at swimming, so he was very excited about that. So it's very cool. He's now in where the swimming pool is, the way the pool is, and the way that it's for the parents to sit. He was kind of at the furthest possible bit away from where I could see him, where the parents sit. And now his class is like right in front of where the parents sit. So I'm not sure he likes it because he kept looking up at me and I kept putting my hand to my ear going, now you got to listen. I can see exactly what's going on now. But he was, yeah, very excited that he got to move up a level. And he got to move up a level in his words at school as well. So it's been a big, like, let's do some changes for him. I think that's all I'm going to do with a 14. I don't think I want to go much further down because I'll start putting my hand in it. So this kit, I don't know if I mentioned, was from Kaisercraft. And you've got all the paints in their little tubs. I'm definitely not very good at painting. I'm definitely not very good at painting and keeping the paint within the lines. Watching some other YouTubers, they have suggested you don't use the paintbrushes that come in it and you get yourself some good paintbrushes. That might be some of the reason why I'm struggling in the lines, because I need better paintbrushes, but I'm going to say it's probably more user error than the actual paintbrush. But I'm still enjoying it. I still reckon it's coming along nicely. I think there might be... When you stand back and look at it, it looks fine. If you look too close, you can see all the errors. What I'm not liking is in these lighter colours up here, you can see the lines that you're meant to paint in between. So I'm not really liking that. So once it's finished, I might go back over those sections and put a little bit more paint down to cover up those lines. And it does only seem to be in the lighter sections. I'm just not very talented when it comes to painting. So I hope you are all well. Obviously with me being sick this week, I really haven't done anything else. I am itching though to get out and do some of the ink dye work that I got the alcohol inks to do. And I had all intentions Monday afternoon to get out to the garage where I can make a mess out there. But yeah, it didn't happen. We ended up going for a walk, and I think Mark needed a little bit more of my time. So hopefully I'll get to that soon because I'm very interested to play. I've been watching lots of videos to see different people's techniques on how to do it. So it's really just going to be a video of playing. There's going to be no, like, this is how you do it. But I just wanted to share with you guys, you know, different crafts and from a beginner's perspective, how they work. And, you know, there's going to be mistakes. There's always going to be mistakes, but that's okay. We can work with the mistakes. Like I worked out with the paint pouring, certain things I've poured on, especially the smaller canvases, they warp if you leave them sitting on the... I use shot glasses, like plastic shot glasses or cups, and if I left them sitting on them, they warped while they dried. So that was interesting. But not much else has happened this week. Hubby's been pretty good in... he went and got me all this medication the other night. He's like, no. He looked at me and he's like, no, you're actually sick. Like, sometimes he's like, no, you're all right. You'll be right. But he looked at me last night and he's like, no. you're actually sick. So somehow I've got to pick Mark up this afternoon and try and avoid all the parents. And I'm not sure how to do that. It makes it... How are other people coping with trying to get their kids to activities when you're actually sick? Like, how does that work? Because you kind of don't want your kids to miss out, but really, you need to stay away. And like, he's not old enough that I can let him go and do it on his own instead of just wait in the car for him. I know, it's really difficult. It's really, really difficult. Alright. Sorry, I'm just looking for more of the same colour. No, I think we're good. I think we're good. So, this weekend coming up is meant to be babysitting for a friend, but I think I'm going to have to message her this afternoon and say, I'm really sorry to let you down, but I don't think it's a good idea when I sound like this and I feel like this, because the last thing she needs is her child to then get sick because I've gone around there sick. So I think this weekend's going to be fairly quiet. Hubby's off to Port Macquarie, which is about a 5-hour trip in the car north. He flies up. He's off next week for a couple of days for work, which apparently he told me about ages ago, and I'm like, I didn't write it in my diary. You didn't tell me. He's like, yes, you did. I'm like, yeah. So he flies in to be back at work for a day, and then we're off to camp. So that'll be interesting. I'm not sure how I'm going to do my Wip and Chat there. We do have internet, so I can at least upload. I'm just not sure how my videos, what I'm going to do for my videos, because I can't really, I'm not really planning on taking any of my crafts with me. I'm going to have to work in amongst looking after the kids. And I just really don't see how I'm going to find time. Okay, so what have I done here? 2220, that's meant to be 14. No. I'm just looking. 26, 14. Ah, that's meant to be 22, I think. Oh well, it's all going to be this colour. Doesn't matter. Yeah, I'm not. I have a feeling we're going to run out of time, and it reminds me I need to call hubby about a message I got this morning from one of the leaders. So yeah, I'm not sure. You will get a Wip and Chat. I'm just not sure how or what it'll be yet. That might be some scenery footage. We'll see. I might just take some video and do a bit of a chat while we're at one of the lookouts. It should be cold up there. Last weekend actually snowed up there. So whether it will snow for us while we're up there, I'm not sure. Be kind of cool if it does. But yeah, that's probably been my week so far. Nothing else really exciting's happened. My couch is comfortable. That's about it. My couch is comfortable. I've been enjoying sitting on it, which I don't often sit on it very much. Mark's well, hubby's well. Well, he's feeling better than what I am. And life goes on. We've got a close friend moving closer to us soon, which we're looking forward to. My sister's trying to plan a trip to see my nana. So that'll be exciting if I can work out how to pay for flights. So we'll see what happens there. And yeah, that's about life. I really wanted to do some sewing, but I had just time. Like, I'm so sick of washing, and because I've been not well, I've kind of wanted to wash my clothes each day and not re-wear them. I really don't want to, kind of like I've been sniffing and sneezing and coughing all over them all day. So being sick and creating more washing for myself. I swear, washing never finishes. When you just think that you've got all the washing done, somehow someone finds another pile of washing somewhere. And being winter here in Australia makes it, we've got actually a really nice day today. So I'm like, right, washing on the line. But we don't have a dryer, so I have to juggle washing all the time. But I might leave it for that. Leave it there for this week. We've got a little bit more done on it. Might try and work on that a little bit more tonight. We'll see how we go. It's a lot darker than I sort of remember the picture being. I don't even know where the box has gone anymore. But it's coming along nicely. So it's 12. It's part of the 12 Apostles on the Ocean Road in Victoria. So I'm interested to get into here. I just want to get the rest of the water done. But thank you for joining me, and I'll hope to see you in the next video. Take care for now. Bye.